Now, I've been reading this article lately. I don't have it in front of me yet, but there were also other articles that were talking about that gay Republicans are voting Republican or voting mittens for president because they're looking after their pocketbooks. And I have to wonder is that really the case? Because I don't think it is, even if there are gay Republicans who think that way. And believe me, they do. But that's not based on reality. I mean, look at it this way: you have a lot of gay Democrats who are filthy rich, and they're supporting Obama. People like Bill Maher. I mean, he's not gay, but he's a pro-gay liberal, nonetheless, a Democrat supporting Obama, and he's filthy rich. Other people are filthy rich, and they're supporting Obama. So this whole notion that this is how we get at gay Republicans is because they want to be filthy rich, and using filthy rich as an insult is not really gonna cut it. It's not something that really is not that genuine of an insult. If that's gonna be an insult, which is not. But what is very interesting is that gay Republicans who think that way, let's assume that they do. Let's assume that every gay Republican thinks that way. How can you actually be filthy rich by voting for somebody like Mittens Romney? I think you can probably be more filthy rich by voting for Obama because you're gay and you have connections. You're able to get what you want from Obama, and he's pro-gay, and of course, because you're gay, you have I don't know, special access. I see Joe Salmonese getting special access to the Obama campaign, former head of the Human Rights Campaign (HRC). Joe Salmonese, he gets special access to Obama and the White House. He's making loads of money. So what's the point of just hurling this quote insult or whatever it is at gay Republicans? Gay Republicans are very delusional, not only on the whole gay issue, and that's not really the big thing. The big thing for me is the fact that if there are gay Republicans who think that mittens is the key to their financial success, they're really wrong. Mittens works for the Wall Street elite, Wall Street white shoe boys, for a certain clique of powerful controllers. And the last thing that they want is to have trickle down economics. The people who promote trickle down economics or Austrian economics are the people who don't want anybody else to succeed, because then that provides competition. That's the same thing with the Democratic side. It's the same thing with the Republican side. Both parties are controlled by these elitists who don't give a crap about anybody else's success. So if you're going to say, well, I'm going to vote for Mittens because he cares about my success, you're very delusional. He doesn't care about your success. He cares about the people who's backing him, their success. They're the ones that are going to get the bailouts. They're the ones that are going to get their free welfare checks. I'm talking about real welfare checks. Checks around 10 million, 50 million, $100 million checks to their own buddies in Wall Street, the big major banks, and the Fortune 100 corporations. Those are the guys, the country club boys, that get the free checks from the government, from the taxpayers. So what we have is Mittens, who supports not trickle-down economics, but trickle-up welfare. That the middle class, the lower middle class, the upper middle class, and the poor pay taxes to the rich. That's how it is. And no, this is not a Democratic Party slogan, and it's not. If you look at the Democratic platform, if you look at the Democratic Party's plans, I mean, they're all pretty much the same as a Republican Party, except for a few nuances. So No, I don't really believe that Gary Republicans really believe that they're going to get anything out of this. To be honest with you, I think many gay Republicans, are there at the GOP convention supporting Mittens, all to get back at the gay liberals. This whole liberal versus conservative, it's a bunch of theater. It's really depressing. I mean, if you look at it, it's really depressing. I mean, these people have nothing else to do but to get at each other's throats. Both liberals and conservatives. What about the average guy? What about gay Joe Sixpack? What does he get? Nothing. Nothing. Fuck you all. So, and of course, the gay Republicans who support all this trickle up welfare for the super rich, they're not gonna get anything out of it. They're gonna be dumped to the curb. But that's okay because that's the free market, right? That's the free market for them is when you financially subsidize the rich and their petty projects, which is all about creating more debt, false debt. Actually, it's all false debt. It's all fraudulent debt. We're not talking about a quadrillion, more than that. I think it's close to $2 quadrillion in derivatives, unsecured debt, and all this crap. And who is going to benefit from all that is, of course, those who control it. The bankers, Wall Street, the European Central Bank, on and on and on. Those are the guys that are going to get more rich. You, nothing. You get Republican, you will get peanuts. And if you're black, you'll get even more peanuts. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, for those of you who didn't know that there was a attendee of the Republican convention who was throwing nuts at a CNN black camera woman, telling her that this is how we feed the animals. And I don't think it was a racist thing. It could have been, I don't know. But I think this is more of, the elitist mentality. This is how we treat other human beings, the scum of Earth, which is the 99+% of the population. This is how we treat you cattle, you animals, you machines. You're just there to be told what to do, push the right buttons, file the paperwork, and shut up. And maybe we'll pay you something. And that's not just the Republican Party, it's everywhere. Democrats do it all the time. By the way. Anyway.